Hello, Irish fans, and welcome to UND.com. I'm Jack Nolan, joined by the brain trust of the Notre Dame men's tennis program. He's longtime head coach Bobby Bayliss. One of his proteges, Ryan Sachire, now his assistant coach since '08. They join us here in the studio. The season in terms of collecting wins and losses for the year gets underway on Saturday at the Tennis Pavilion. But you made a little announcement in December that this is your 26th season and it will be your last here at Notre Dame as the head coach. You're still going to be around. What went into this decision?
I had thought about it for a long time, and I just think I don't know how you rationally explain what you feel, but I thought it was time. And I'm old enough. I've been a head coach for 44 years and have done this for a long time, and Ryan is more than capable of taking over, and it'll be an immediate upgrade, and I'll be there leading the cheers.
As Bobby just alluded, you will be the next head tennis coach here at Notre Dame. As a very talented star player here, and now having been around the program as a coach since '08, how excited are you to take over?
Thrilled, absolutely thrilled. You know, this place is home, and you know, there's not a job in the country, not an occupation that I'd rather be doing than leading our men's tennis program into the future. And it's really, really fortunate for me to have Coach Bayliss still around in the capacity that he will be in the next few years. And couldn't be more thankful for all that he's done and what he'll continue to do for our program moving forward.
What was Ryan like to coach?
Very enthusiastic. For a big guy, usually you think of the little guys being that way. He had a sort of a little guy's personality in that he was very bubbly and so forth, and over time became one of the best players in college tennis. And but initially as a freshman, he brought a lot of spark to our team. And in terms of looking at him, Mommy was a school teacher, Daddy was a coach. It was a natural. And so basically in terms of coaching, he used to come in his freshman year and eat lunch in our office every day with Mike Morgan and me and get his lunch to go and sit down and just talk. So it was very easy.
What was Coach Bayliss like to play for?
Awesome. No, he still has the don't let him fool you. He still has the fire and brimstone speeches, and he can get after the guys when he needs to get after them. And no, just a wealth of knowledge. Obviously, like he said, has been coaching for 44 years, and he played obviously a lot of tennis before then. There's not probably anybody in the world that's been around tennis much more than he has, and so just having that level of expertise to coach us every single day was awesome as a player, and it's still, I learn something new every day being around him.
Specifically, what are some of the things that you learned here, both as a player and now having been on Coach Bayliss's staff, that's going to help you with the transition next season?
Sure. Well, I mean, obviously, especially being here at Notre Dame, but anywhere really, doing things the right way. You take shortcuts, it catches up with you, and so punching the time clock every single day and coming to work every single day, and that's how he made us approach the game as players. That's how he makes me approach the game now as an assistant coach, and hopefully I've created the habits where that'll be what I can impart on our players moving forward, and whoever I hire as my assistant coach too.
Now, Bobby, you've left him with a bar that is set pretty high with what you've accomplished since you've been the head coach here. What can fans and future players and current players expect out of Coach Sachire here at Notre Dame?
A lot. And you and I are going to laugh in about 5 years when you talk about the bar being high, because we're going to talk about what we didn't know was going to happen.
When you look back at your years here at Notre Dame and back now as a coach, what does this place mean to you, Ryan?
Everything. It's where I met my wife. It's where we've had our children and had them baptized, and my family has since moved to the South Bend area, and this place is home. This place is has embraced me since the first day I was in freshman orientation as a student, and has been nothing but great to me since I've been back here as a coach as well. And I love coming into the office every single day. It's not a job. I don't want to say it's work, because I absolutely love doing what I do and being a part of Notre Dame.
Since you are still the head coach here, I'm sure you're hoping that the fondest memories that you have of your time here are still to come this season. But to this point, what are some of your fondest memories about being here?
A lot of what he says. All four of my kids have graduated from Notre Dame. I did miss a couple of graduations because I was in Athens, Georgia. I made the mistake of when we had upset Southern Cal, and they were #1 in the country, and we were going to play for the national championship on the last day of the season, calling home to tell her I wouldn't be there for graduation, and she was disappointed. And I said something like, "Oh, don't rain on my parade. This is the best day of my life." Not a good thing to say. No, I remember the team that made the NCAA finals. What a special group of guys that was. Several of the other teams since then have had very, very strong showings. Ryan's first year as my assistant, we had a close team that was ranked #4 late in the year. But for an injury to Stephen Bass, I think could have been a Final Four team. We lost in the round of 16, 4-3 to the Southern Cal team that then won 4 straight NCAA championships. But a lot of those kind of memories, but a lot of individual memories with relationships with players. And when you look back, that's really what it's all about. You remember the matches. You remember the losses. You never forget the losses. You remember most of the wins, but you remember the people.
The season gets underway for you in terms of the matches that go on your record this weekend. Eck Tennis Pavilion, 11 a.m. on Saturday, Marquette, then at 5 Western Illinois. So the question could be for either of you, but let me make it for both of you. What do you expect both this weekend and throughout this season? And we'll defer to the still remaining reigning head coach.
I don't know that I have had a season where I didn't know what was going to happen as much as I feel that way about this team. We lost 3 of our top 5 players. You only have 6 starters to graduation. So on paper, that doesn't bode very well for you. But our team culture has been the best it's been in a very long time. And we have a deep team, and they surprise me every day. I don't know if we're good enough to have a great year, but if we don't, it won't be for lack of effort.
Okay, now he's a grizzled old veteran coach, so he's always got to be cautious. Are you as cautious with your expectations for this year's team?
I'm the eternal optimist, and no, I mean we're excited. As Coach Bayliss said, I think as a coach, you focus on the process, you focus on the day to day, and these guys, certainly a lot of young guys will be in our lineup, and with that, there comes some bumps in the road at times, and potentially some tough days. But by the same token, they're awesome kids. As he talked about, their character level is really, really high. They come with an enthusiasm every single day that makes it fun to coach them. And I guarantee you we're going to get better as the year goes on. And where that takes us in April and May, hopefully pretty far. But again, the process we know is going to be great, and we're excited to get it teed up on Saturday.
What do you think? Already sounds like a head coach, huh?
He's ready.
Gentlemen, a pleasure. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Jack.
Thank you, Jack.
With the current head coach of the Fighting Irish men's teams, Bobby Bayliss, and the future head coach and current assistant coach, Ryan Sachire, I'm Jack Nolan, UND.com.